We are live on Facebook now.
Right.
A very beautiful and pleasant evening to you all. On behalf of Team Ellie, I, Mrs. Sapna Kolpe, take this opportunity to welcome each one of you to the webinar series, the third, Demonstrations by Designers, Day 17. And thank you for taking your precious time off to join us. I'm truly very fortunate as well as very excited to be here and to have the opportunity to introduce our today's keynote speaker, Mrs. Manjula Bede Madam, who is going to guide us today on an interesting topic, mind mapping. Our today's esteemed speaker, Mrs. Manjula Bede Madam, who has a very whopping and exemplary 25 years of experience in the teaching field at Sangameshwar College, Solapur, is an embodiment of simplicity. She has a huge working experience on different committees. She is the most eminent and distinguished personality of the academic world. Manjula ma'am has a very outstanding career record. She has actively participated in various academic committees as well as various academic bodies. She is a Board of Studies member for 11th and 12th textbook. She has been involved in the preparation and finalization of present textbook. She was a resource person in the state level activity sheet awareness committee. She is also a member of LTI Solapur chapter. Manjula ma'am is a very dynamic personality. She works as a subject expert on interview panels. She has delivered number of lectures at different colleges as an expert. She was a NAC Hospitality Committee in charge. She is a member of Faculty Forum for Spoken English. She has been an active member of Ladies Forum of her college, which extends support to needy students and other various activities. Manjula ma'am is equally good at co-curricular and extracurricular activities. She is a regular commentator in Telugu on radio for the auspicious day of Siddheshwar Yatra in Solapur. This is not enough. In her simplicity, there is a multilinguistic personality. She had assisted for translation of a biography book of famous saint Sri Siddheshwar Swami from Kannada to English. In a nutshell, I can say that Manjula ma'am is a versatile and multi-dimensional personality. So let us all welcome Mrs. Manjula Bede ma'am to guide us today on mind mapping. Welcome ma'am Elite's platform is all yours. Thank you. Over to you, madam.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. Very good evening to everyone. Really, I am honored myself to hear such great words from ma'am. I am felt very happy. I am really very happy and privileged to share this platform with great, eminent senior faculty members, and I'm able to see my board of study Bal Bharati friends also here. I'm happy for that. And I take this opportunity to really congratulate all the LE members, the organizers, for organizing such a great platform for the English teachers. It is very difficult to organize such a great platform. So I first of all, I congratulate and I wish that this should go on, and I wish them all the best for the success. And I'm really waiting to see much more such success. So all the best.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Okay. Next, I would like to take the permission of my senior faculty members to start my session. Yes, shall I start, sir? Shall I start, sir?
You are the one, madam. There is no senior or junior. You are the.
Nothing. All of us, we are equals. Just
Yes,
whatever the knowledge I have, I would like to share with you people. That's all.
we are eager. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Share.
Already started sharing. No, you've already started sharing.
Okay. So today my topic is mind mapping, and I would like to take this 1 hour with the agenda, my topic, whatever I am going to deal with. I have made the 1 hour journey with some agenda, that is, as the teachers, when we are starting a new topic, we start with the icebreakers. So also I felt that this is something new and I am new to you, and we all of us, we are sharing the platform. So in order to make it more interactive, I thought of icebreakers. Then I would like to talk something about the context, why we have included this, then what is actually mind mapping and how to create my mind maps, and the practical illustration, the demos which we are going to have in the 1 hour session, and how this mind map is going to help our students. And I'll be giving you some case studies, and at the end, we'll go with synopsis. So before I begin my class, generally, all of us, we have been doing this. So I would like to start with icebreaker. And for that, I would like to ask my friends here, the LE platform friends, that all of us, I would like to be more interactive. I want to make my session as interactive as possible. So when I ask you some questions, you feel free to share your ideas, opinions, rather writing on the chat box, because if the chat box start popping up, it will be very difficult. So I request you to unmute yourself and spell your name and voice out, that would be better for me. And then we'll start with icebreaker. So here, my idea, my topic is mind mapping. That is, we are dealing more with the mind. So when I enter the class, I start with icebreaker and I made my students to think about a thing, that is water. Because when I entered the class, I found, since it is rainy season, I found everywhere water and water. So I asked my students to think about water for a while. I gave them 2 minutes. So also I gave my colleagues, my co-teachers 2 minutes, and whatever they think about water, let me read, or they can even unmute themselves and they can give their points, because it will help me to go further. Okay, so please unmute yourself, teachers, and give, instead of calling you teachers, I would like to call you like my friends. So you start giving me some inputs. Yes, water. My topic is water, W-A-T-E-R. Yes. I should get the answers now. Yes, those who are raising your hand, unmute yourself and
Water
give.
is life.
Yes. Yes. No need of raising your hand or anything. Unmute yourself and start giving the answer.
Water is life.
Like water is life. Very good.
Various sources of water.
Sources of water, yes.
Without water, nothing is possible.
Yes. Nothing is possible without water. Very good.
Elixir of life.
Yes, very good. Elixir of life.
Last year in Western Maharashtra, this water creates havoc.
Havoc, okay. Yes. Yes.
Different uses of water.
Uses of water. Very good.
Earth is a water planet.
Yes, Earth is water planet. Yes.
Water contamination hazardous for health.
Yes, contamination of water. Very good. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. See, this is all the points or the ideas I got when I gave you the water. But when I asked my students about this particular word, I got, these are my answers. That is, somebody they said, as some of you said, we use water, the uses of water, ocean, river, lakes, fresh water, and some of them even they went to the extent of telling something about chemical composition of water and the states of water and rainwater. Okay, so this is how, when we give one idea that makes you to think in a different way. So just now, whatever the ideas you gave, the similar type of ideas I got from my students. So I hold this, or I reserve this for my next lecture. That is, as and when I proceed towards explaining the mind mapping, I'll be making use of this. Okay. So I'll go to the next, that is context. Here, actually, to begin with my mind map, I decided to tell you what actually is mind map. And mind map is nothing, but it is a visual thinking tool in creating thinking process. It is ideal for exploring different ideas, and we can present those ideas or information in a unique visual way. Actually, this mind map, it was earlier used by many people, but Tony Buzan in 1970, he popularized, the British popular psychology author, he popularized the concept of mind map. Actually, when we go deep into mind mapping, you can understand. But as an introduction, I'll tell you this mind mapping is an activity. It is not taking book or reading or writing or anything. It is an activity. It is both analytical and artistic. It actually makes our brain to think in a richer way. And it is the combination of science and arts, logic and emotion. Sometimes it is a combination of words and images. And always it is fun in doing mind mapping. Sometimes it may be boring because if we go on pondering and pondering, some children may not like it. But overall, it is very interesting. So we have included, as BOS member, I would like to tell, we have included this in our 12th standard textbook as a writing skill because we thought definitely it will equip our students to face the future endeavors, and also learning makes easy and fruitful. So I decided that this is a context or the background. But now, in nutshell, I would like to tell you how it is going to help our students. That is, it is going to help them to make the structure, the information at hand. So when we get the information by brainstorming or any other different sources, that can be systematically and scientifically arranged. So this is called as the information we are arranging systematically. That is an ordered layout with proper structure so that it can make the pictures clearer. Then fostering creativity. Creativity is something that is related with our own self. We have to create, we have to think, and the creativity differs from person to person. Creativity is nothing but it is the collection of the similar thoughts with different processes. So we make, with the help of mind map, the creativity among students, and definitely improve memory and recall. That means here, when I go deep into mind mapping, you can understand why it is going to improve the memory and how it is going to help them to recall, because our mind map is filled with colors, images, shapes, everything. So definitely it is going to help them to memorize and also to recall. Then the connections. So here we are asking them to think. We are asking them to connect with each topic, with each idea. So there will be better connection. So to sum up, a visual way to sense the world. That means with the visual graphics, we are going to see the world. Then actually, what is a mind map? In mind map, before I start, I would like to tell you that the mind map, we use different images, we use different colors, we use different graphics, we use some connections, balloons, and bullets, boxes, because we want to make it attractive and to describe part with other. So it is the diagram for representing tasks, words, concepts, or ideas linked to and arranged around a central concept or subject. Then in mind map, there are no linear graphic layout. Here, this means when we make the children to think on their own, there is no line by line thinking. It is random thinking they are going to make. And as and when the ideas, they crop up in their mind, just the raw ideas, they are put on the page, and after that they are structured properly. Then it builds an intuitive framework, that is complete mind map. The name itself tells us mind. It is dealing with mind, thinking, imagining. So intuitive, immediately whatever you intend to tell, whatever you feel, that will be framed out. That will come as a framework. This my slide, it will tell you something about the mind map. In the center, if you see the center point, that is subject, and it has got some ideas, and again those ideas, they are divided into sub ideas. So this is just a framework of mind mapping. Then first we should create the mind map. So what is the meaning of creating a mind map? Here, for creating a mind map, always we should think of three important things. One is our central idea, and that next one is the related ideas what we get. Then it may have some corresponding ideas. So here, if you see my screen, if you are able to see, the main idea, the subject or focus is crystallized in a central image. So when you are making a mind map, now we have come to the creation. We are creating the mind map. So when we are creating the mind map, it is better to use the topic, the central image with images instead of using the words. Because if you use the image, that will give percolation to different thoughts. Our students and we tend to remember, and also that gives many ideas. So it emphasizes the key thought. Here I have taken these three things. One, the cake with a candle, and the solar system, and the football. So I would like to ask you, when you see these three pictures, what that comes to your mind? The first picture, second picture, and the third picture. So
Sphere, the shape.
yes, very good. Then the cake with candle.
Birthday.
Yes, very good. Then the solar system.
Universe.
Universe. Yes, thank you very much. So when we see the picture, we get to know something, that is our brain, our mind, it starts thinking. And when it starts thinking, it tries to give some important aspects. Here, if you see them, the main theme radiates from the central image as branches or. So my main theme, I have put, instead of birthday, I have put only the cake and a candle. That's enough for me to say that there is going to be a birthday party. That is my central theme, and that is radiating, that is giving me chance to think. Immediately when we think about birthday, definitely we think about invitees, venue or menu. That means these three, they constitute the branches. The branches comprise a key image or a key word drawn or printed on its associated line. The branches are connected nodal structure. So from the central idea, the central theme, my birthday, you are getting the three different branches. Here, so also with the football. So immediately when I told my students about football, they thought, yes, football should be played in the ground. So the playground. It is, as it is a outdoor game. So definitely my students, they thought it should be played in the playground. Very good. Then how to play? Because many of us, we may not be knowing the ways of playing. It has some rules and regulations and everything. So they got two ideas regarding that: football, playground, and ways of learning. So this constitute our branches. And next we go for the sub branches. Sub branches, that is, here I have taken only the common thing, that is the topics of lesser importance are represented as twigs of the relevant branch. That means here, these twigs are the topics of lesser importance. They also are connected with the, if you take the example, first the football is there and the playground. So for playground, immediately my student, they started thinking playground is there. So immediately the playground that came to their mind was our college playground, or whether the college may give permission or not. So they thought of other playground like nearby park, and or if the nearby park is not feasible, then they have to drive down. So only with that playground, they got different sub ideas. But these smaller sub ideas, they are definitely related with my playground. That is the idea. Then coming to the next, the ways of learning. Here, the ways of learning, it is they can learn from their friends, or they can hire a coach, or there may be a coach to teach them. But see, after I completed this, when I asked in the class, they told, "No, madam, nowadays the online classes are going on. They can take the help of online classes also." So these are the ideas. These smaller important or lesser important ideas, they are definitely connected with the main idea. And in turn, the main idea is my football. Okay, so you can contribute some more ideas to the same thing. It is left to you. Yes, start. You can give some more ideas. It is only, I started with only 2 points for football, and I take many points from my friends. Yes, start. Yes. Yes, start. You can give. Yes.
Playground,
No need to raise hand.
playground, they can be having a friendly match with the
Yes.
teams.
Yes. And so match. Okay, football. Please don't raise hands, because you unmute yourself and you start.
Teamwork.
Respected madam, it cannot be done because they have to raise their hands first and then we allow them to talk.
Okay. Sir, you allow them. Okay, no problem. Because what happens if they write in chat box, if they start popping up, I'm not familiar with this technology, and also it may be difficult for me to read.
It's okay, I will read it for you.
Okay. Yes.
Teamwork and team spirit.
Yes, very good. So with that football, you are telling that, yes. Then
players will have to practice.
yes. Think in different ways, the way you like. There is no particular way, or there is no particular format, nothing. You just go on thinking that. Yes. Ashwini.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Different types of teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid.
Yes.
And thousands and lakhs of spectators as well.
Yes. So you are telling about the teams and the spectators. Right?
Yes, different types of big grounds in the world.
Ground. Okay.
Fitness.
Yes.
Ma'am, personality development.
Yes, personality development. Very good.
They will have to choose the captain.
Yes.
Concentration.
Yes. So see, whatever I thought about that to explain, I wanted you to have such many more exercises. See the next slide, this slide, practical illustration. It shows that this is a simple template. One is given in our textbook already, the mind map, and the one we can make. Here I would like to stress more on the subject that for mind map, there is no specific template or there is no specific layout or design or anything. As and when you go on getting the ideas. For example, if you see my first picture, that is this one. Here, this is a center, red color I have given. That means it is my central idea. Okay. Then the other 4 are my corresponding. I thought of these 4 ideas that may come to my mind. Then these 4 thoughts, they are again subdivided into the smaller tweaks. So it is not necessary that all our mind map, all our ideas should be divided into 4. Even in the example which we have given in the textbook, it has 4. So first, second, third, and fourth. It is not necessary. See, when I complete the session, at the end of the session, I'm going to provide with some more mind map templates to you. And so this is not at all necessary that it should have this way. Just now I told you, you can use anything. That is the connectors, you can use the boxes, the bullets, or lines, color pencils, or even you can even use the pictures also. The main idea behind this is you should make our students, or we should think on, we should go on pondering on the things, on the central idea. Okay, then here, having said all this about till now, I think I might have told you what is mind map and how to create mind map, and the mind map, how we are going to create. We should have the central point, the sub ideas, and even the tweaks, everything. So now what I feel, why are we using this, or how is it going to benefit us, and how we are going to apply it in our day-to-day life. So here, what I thought when I completed this mind mapping, according to me, these are the benefits, and these are only my benefits, what I thought of. So first benefit is memorizing. So in the beginning, I told you, or now after seeing some pictures, you might have understood that mind mapping is done with colors, images. So definitely anything which we visually see, that is going to remain in our mind for a long time. So it helps in memorizing. So I would like to give a small example. We the teachers, we have to deal with so many different aspects. For example, for a history teacher, she has to deal, if she wants to take a world war, imagine, then history is full of dates, years. So if she wants to teach the world war, then that is a very difficult subject. Like the students are to think about they have to remember the dates, the years, the causes, the conflict, the people, the effects, and what are the results, what are the outcomes, like this. So they have to deal with so many difficult things. So if that history lesson, according to me, if it is taught with the help of mind map, then they are going to memorize. See, just now I told you the first icebreaker what I used, that is the water. When I asked my students about the water mind map, the uses of water, some said some said ki water is used for bathing, drinking, cleaning, washing. So I made that into one particular bucket, like uses of water. So when they think about uses of water, they immediately remember, yes, water is used for these many things. In the same way, they are able to memorize it properly. So when we are teaching such things to them, like the wars or even other things, they can put them under particular buckets so that they can memorize it properly. And when they are memorizing it properly, definitely they can be applied anywhere, recall. So the application could also be done. Then organizing ideas. So our mind map helps us to organize whatever the thoughts that come up in our mind, the random ideas. We are able to organize them in a systematic and in a scientific way, because we, as and when we go on thinking, we put them on the page, on the paper. But when we are doing this, we are able to organize. See, if we take the example of this elite team, really, I have to appreciate them. I take their organizing ideas, even they might have also done with the same mind map, using the same mind map, I don't know, but they have organized in such a way, because immediately when they thought of a webinar, immediately so many things that come to their mind. That is, they have to call the guest, they have to arrange, they have to inform the teacher, they have to decide about the and the technical knowledge they have to have, and inform the not only the teachers to the guest, and also they are taking it live on Facebook, and all these things they have organized. They might have had their mind map, and they are organizing in a correct way. So this is again when we organize them, and that is very easy to apply. Then brainstorming. So here, since it is brainstorming, we don't restrict anybody's thinking power, because we help the mind to think in a way it wants. Our mind map, it doesn't have a particular diagram or a particular layout or anything. So here what we are doing, we are leaving them to think as they want. We are increasing their creativity. So creativity is different from person to person and thing to thing. And as and when you go on pondering, you get many more ideas. So it helps in brainstorming. So when we are brainstorming our students, or not only our students, even when we are thinking more and more, there is chance of solving so many problems. There is chance of so many disturbances they are coming in our way. So brainstorming can also be helpful, or we can help the students by brainstorming. Then attractive presentation. Definitely our mind map is going to give, because whatever the information we gather randomly, we are going to put them in a systematic way, in an attractive in an attractive way, so that all the information put together on a piece of paper, single paper, it becomes handy. So here, this is very, very attractive, and people tend to store that, and whatever the information is stored in the branches or in sub branches, everything will be brought and presented attractively. Then the next one is simplify complex ideas. So mind map, really whatever it is used for the simplest of simple ideas to the complex of complex ideas. I would like to give one or two examples. The simple things, we can use this mind map for the simple things. Like, for example, if you want to go for a market for purchasing something, then you can have just outline of your purchasing, the mind map. So where to go, what to buy, how to buy, that is whether to use cash or card, whether to take a bag, and whether to take two-wheeler or four-wheeler if you have. That means here, these are the simple things. Even we can think of making dinner, what to make for the dinner. So such simplest ideas can also be thought, and the most complex ideas, like here, actually I don't want to talk about the pandemic, that is everything, the COVID, because nowadays everywhere. But even in this such critical condition, we the teachers, we want to reach to our students. So that is our intent, and that is our ideas. That is, I feel, a complex idea, very difficult, because we can't go out, nor we can call them to our college. So some teachers may be thinking we should call our students to college, and we can call them in groups. Or some teachers may be thinking of giving online coaching, or giving only the notes through some media, or taking the WhatsApp classes, WhatsApp messages, something like that. But our main complex idea is to reach to our students, because every teacher does that. But still, this is very complex, I feel. It has so many dimensions. But still, if we have a mind map, like the webinar which the Ellie is conducting, if we have a mind map like this, then these complex ideas, even if we take one more example, like manufacturing, if there is a commodity, an item is to be manufactured, it involves so many aspects in that: the raw material, the place, workers, labors, demand, supply, price fixation, and market, and where to send. All these complex ideas put together in the mind map is going to solve many of the problems. So again, this is a benefit that could be applied in our daily life also. Then problem solving. So when we go deep in, when we go for the demo class, I would like to tell you there how it is going to solve the problem. When you bring everything in front of you, if you find any bucket or any idea, it has some problems, then you have to think how to solve that problem. So it is even helpful for solving the problem. Then explore new ideas. So mind map is going to definitely help to explore new ideas. See, just now in the water, some of the teachers, what I got the input from my students was completely different from the teachers, because one teacher told about the contamination of water. So that student, they have not at all thought of it. So in that way, if we go on exploring, we may have the chance of getting new ideas. Then executing group projects and plans. So when our children, they grow up, they can make use of some scientific apps, and they can talk about some projects and plans where they can even share. So these are few things, the benefits I thought about the mind map, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. It is more than, instead of telling 1,000 words, if I present my mind map in front of you, when we complete that in the demo, you can understand. Instead of writing that essays together, pages together, instead of that, if I just give you a piece of paper, if you go through the piece of paper, you can understand each and everything, how it is planned, what are the problems, how we are going to deal, and what are the different dimensions to the particular thing. Okay, so these are the benefits I felt when I completed, or when I thought of mind map. So if you have any other benefits, you can share with me. Yes, you can share with me.
Teachers, you can raise your hands.
Ma'am.
Box.
Good evening, ma'am. Mind mapping helps in understanding us the concepts better.
Yes, understand the concepts better. Very good. Then
Sanjeev synthesis to refresh our memory.
Refresh the memory. Yes, very good.
Concept formation, time.
Yes, concept formation.
It helps in organizing our thoughts.
Organizing the thoughts. Yes, organizing the thoughts in a systematic way.
Yeah.
Time saving, making content memorable.
Content memorable. Yes, memorizing.
Yeah.
Sachin sir, excuse me, some teachers have raised their hands. They want to answer, I think.
Yeah, so I request co-hosts to make them audible to the dais.
Yes.
Motivates them to think.
Yes, very good. Motivate them to think. Yes. That is brainstorming. Yes.
Now the series of events to expand ideas, sharpen our brains,
Yes.
makes our actions easy, skill development.
Yes. Skill development. Okay. Thank you. See, what I thought that is again, see, we are indirectly doing the brain map, the mind mapping. What I thought about the benefits, they are there, but again, you added so many to it. So this is called the mind mapping. Shall we go into the demonstration now? Demo class? Yes. So here, I would like to start with a demo, that is the regular demo, or generally all of us, we have so much of interest in birthday parties. And so I thought that would be the most common thing. Even you celebrate birthday party, or you organize birthday party, you attend birthday parties. So I thought of a birthday party. And when I give this demo class to my students, what I decided, instead of just putting the blank birthday party, I decided, because it is a demo, we are making them to learn what is mind mapping. So I provided them with some points like birthday party. Immediately we think about invitation. Then when we invite people, we have to give some menu. Then we have to organize where to organize this birthday party. Then I thought of some decoration and return gifts. So these are my points for organizing a birthday party. Okay, so even you can think, if you have a piece of paper, you go on jotting down the whatever the points that come to your mind. I have taken, for a small demo, I have taken these points because generally we deal with this. Yes. So if you have the paper pencil, you can even have some more points. These are the regular points I have taken. You have the liberty, because when I go to the next session, next what you call the slide, I'll tell you how it would be. So, sorry. So this is the birthday party. You also think over some of the points. When I complete my birthday party mind map, we'll just cross check it with your birthday party points and my birthday party ideas, so that there will be again brainstorming session. Yes, I'll give you 2 minutes time. You go on.
The responses are pouring in the chat box, madam.
Okay.
List of guests.
Okay, you
Kind
can
of
read
music.
that for me, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Arrangement of games and music and entertainment.
Yes.
Birthday message slogans.
Yes.
Video shoot.
Yes.
Then your budget. Games to be played. Planning. Music.
Music. Very good.
Reception of the reception counter for the guests.
Yes.
Enter with your, okay, and then birthday dress of the birthday child or a person.
Yes.
Then songs to be played, that has been covered. Expenditure has been covered.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and
So let us see. Here, invitation. So in invitation column, I have started with the family, friends, and neighbors. See, if you clearly observe my point, that is, I have given invitation and there are 3 different bullets I have given. Then next one is invitation, then menu. Generally, this will be the menu for birthdays, cake, food and beverages. Then venue, it could be a home, a mini hall, or outdoor, or a restaurant. And activities. that is games, karaoke, music, dance. Then return gifts. We thought of some return gifts. It is the order of the day, giving some perfumes or gift vouchers. Then decoration, that is theme posters or balloons. So here it may not match with your what the teachers they have given me or what my mind map, but it is only a tentative mind map I have prepared. Okay, you just closely go through this mind map. Here I would like to point out some things that in each of the circle, instead of making, if we go to menu, instead of making cake, food and beverages as a twig, I should have taken this in 2 other ways. But what I did was, since it is our first mind map to my students, what I told them, I asked them to have this and asked them to have their own twigs, so that they will be making some lines for that or associated lines. In venue also, home, mini hall, outdoors and restaurant. If they know something else also, they can add to that. And in activities, games, karaoke, music and dance, and some of them said there could be some competitions also. And in return gifts, I gave perfumes because they are college student, so they may give that, or some gift vouchers. And theme poster, like they nowadays it has become a fashion to wear the same colors or theme posters and putting balloons or anything. So this is my mind map. But here I would like to tell you, I taught my students in this the problem solving technique also. Actually, I discussed when I presented this in the class, the students were very happy and they started making twigs. And they were very happy. Yes, finished. I said, okay, but out of this, there is some problem. Find out that problem, and can you spot the problem and can you find the way to solve that problem? Because I wanted to incorporate and I wanted to tell them that this mind mapping is helpful for solving the problem. But my students, since it was new to them, they could not say. Then I gave them a hint. I said, there is a problem in this category. Then they thought. Then they said, because some homes may be smaller one, then they have to go for mini hall and all. But I said, here, imagine, you think about outdoor. So there may be a slight problem, like if it is a rainy season. Have we ever made some alternate arrangement to go into the shade or shelter, because our birthday program should not be spoiled, or there should not be some mismanagement in that? Then they said, yes, madam, very good, correct. So I gave this hint, and one of my students, they said, madam, then we have a problem in invitation. Yes, what is that problem? I asked them. Then very easily, very what you call clearly, the student said, madam, we have written only the neighbors, friends, but we have not talked about the number, because that number is going to affect our menu, it is going to affect our venue, and also the all other things. So better we should ask them there or confirm their coming. So RSVP. Yes, I said, very good. This is also a very good idea. You ask. And one more student, he said, madam, in friends, here I have one more twig. That is my childhood friend and my college friend. Yes, very nice. I said, I felt very happy, because only by making this, they are able to think differently. So I thought, okay, whatever I thought about showing the mind map or teaching the mind map in the class, I thought my concept or my actual aim, it is fulfilled. And some of them, they even went and they started telling we should not celebrate birthday party, it should be a donation, that, this, everything. So I welcomed all those opinions, ideas from them, but I said this is our ultimate mind map, and it is going to help us in many ways. Okay, so the previous mind map, in order to make it presentable, attractive, that could be presented in this way also. See here, you can see different colors, different twigs they have made. They have used color pencil, and in the center they have even used the balloons, and some places they have even used the pictures also. So here I would like to tell you, for mind map, there is no prescribed design or there is no prescribed layout. As and when we think, only thing you have to jot down them in particular buckets. Bucket in the sense the related ideas. For example, if in the previous thing we thought about the venue, then the eatable, every eatable, that should come under one bucket, one category, that is menu. Then if they are talking about place or anything, that should come under the venue. In that way, I made them to make the proper buckets so that there will not be any confusion. Okay, so this is the other way of presenting mind map. So I think I might have told you the how to create mind map, and the mind map for the birthday, it was a demo. And if any teacher or if any friend, they want to share their mind map, if they have done, welcome. Yes, want to share?
Before they share something, I would like to let you know that, madam, we are live on Facebook also.
Yes.
And there, so many people like Ruchir Shirvatkar, Somnath Bore, Asim Chitade, and along with that, Trupti Naik, Abhijit Deshpande. These people have continuously replied to your queries.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I am overwhelmed. Thank you. So, see, this is, yes, sir. Somebody, they want to give their mind map, the rough mind map they want to show, I think. Two participants, they raised their hand.
Yes, Sheetal Gowde ma'am, sir.
Yes, yes.
Ishwar Lomte sir, you can unmute yourself.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening.
Sorry, I'm not going to share. I have a doubt regarding this.
Yes, yes. 1 minute. Doubts, I'll clarify.
Doubts we'll clarify in the end, ma'am. Please, sorry.
Yes, yes.
May
Yes,
I
definitely.
continue?
Yes. No, if it is related with this, you can ask.
Yes. That's why. If any child has drawn same answer in form of tree diagram, means what is the connection tree diagram and mind map?
See, tree diagram, we have only one concept. And we are making what you call the different branches of the things. But in mind map, the concept, and as and when they go on thinking, we are going to make them into branches. For tree diagram, it is not the case. For tree diagram, there are particular branches given, and all those, they belong to the same ideas. Here it is the activity of mind, and there it is not the activity. And in tree diagram, we will be giving them one what you call the point and some subtopics. Here it is not the case. Did you understand? Here what we are making the child to think in different angles. What all the different angles they get out of that particular central idea. Okay. Yes. Then see. So these, when I went through mind mapping, I got, these are the case studies. That is, as an English teacher, we can use this mind map to teach some grammar items also. That is, if at all, if the teacher wants to speak on prefix or teach, they can use this mind map, because that one prefix word, it has got different meanings. Like you can see on the slide, if this could be used to show the things, the inter, miss, dis, ir, in, meaning, changes, and all these things. That means the teacher can use only this one slide or this one piece of paper that could be placed on the board, and they can get more and more. Even for this, for the tweaks, they can ask to give the examples also. So an English teacher, a language teacher can also make use of this mind map. This is for the teachers. And if you see this mind map, this immediately when we talk about mind map, you may be thinking that it is only useful for teaching, or it is only useful for some bigger, complex or simple ideas. Not like that. My idea is that it could be used to any simpler idea, to any complex idea, to this abstract ideas also. If I want to teach my students about emotions, and see how beautifully it is presented. The emotions, they are presented with the figures. The emotion, the happy emotion, scared, angry, excited, and sad. So even these emotions, they could also be presented with the help of the mind map. That is, the ideas could also be presented with the help of mind map. Earlier slide, I showed that the mind map could be used for teaching technique, like for the teachers, teaching grammar. Even this could be used for storytelling also. That is, storytelling means if you have a center idea, you ask your students to think about different angles of that story. So this could be used for storytelling also. Then this is a very simplest idea. When you ask a student vegetable, see with what different ideas they come to give the word vegetable. They said fruits, vegetables are roots, but there is leafy vegetable, seed vegetable, salad vegetable, and flower vegetables. So in this way, what happens? This mind map, it is useful in any walk of life. That is, it is not related, it is not limited only for teaching, not limited only with grammar, not limited with only with maths, science. It could be used anywhere and everywhere. So I think I have covered many points regarding the mind map, and I made it clear. So we'll go to the synopsis. That is the key takeaways. Key takeaways is, I think, if we think about this, clarity of concept, wide range of mind map applications, appreciate the practical implementation. So I think I have made the concept clear. What exactly is mind mapping and how it is useful, how it is beneficial, or how it is created, etc. Then wide range of mind map applications. So this mind map, it could be, just now I told you, it could be applied anywhere, anywhere to everywhere. It can be used by any person. There is no specific limitation for this. You can use this for anything. Just now I gave you 1 or 2 examples. For the smallest of smallest thing also you can use. Even for the biggest thing also you can use. So this could be applied. So just now when I told you, I think you might have understood that this has a wide range. the spectrum is very wide. It has a wide horizon. Then appreciate the practical implementation. So when we practically implement with the help of mind map, so people tend to appreciate. In one of the classes just now, one teacher, they said we are teaching them practical implementation. So our students, and even just now I told you in my class, one of my students told there is a problem with the invitation. When I hinted them there could be some problem, so they started thinking practically and they started implementing. This indirectly created the implementations also. So the crux, that means here, I think when we teach mind map to the student, it will be more fruitful and activity based. Here activity based, I call it activity based because we are not giving anything to them. We are just giving a center point and we are asking them to think, and it is the teamwork we are building, and students, they have lot of fun and interest because we are giving much importance only to their ideas. It is not me who is giving the idea. So it is centric or the student centric idea or student centric learning. So, and ultimately at the end, I would request you that this mind map is only a technical tool. To record and present the thought process in a systematic, structured format, which would be very handy for reference and execution. That means it is only a tool. We are making it as a tool. It is a helping hand. Before our planning, before anything, it is only helping us how to execute, how to think systematically and arrange all the ideas in the order. So it is helping us to think, and it is very handy. On a piece of paper, you get to know everything, even the bigger things and the smaller things. It is very handy and it is very easy to execute also. So I hope I might have covered many points regarding mind mapping, whatever I know. If you have some questions, you can go. Thank you very much for giving me this platform. Yes.
Yes, ma'am, you have done it excellently. I can see right now it is flooded with the thank you messages. Even on FB, we have Ruchir Shirvatkar and we have one more Sangeeta Pathak madam. They have elaborately praised this particular session, but I request the teacher participants to shoot their queries first.
Yes.
And I have noted down some queries, madam. One is,
yes, sir.
Are the students expected to draw a diagram, or they are going to write it in paragraph?
They are expected to draw the diagram, sir. Even it is given in the textbook because it is handy and it is depending on their thinking. Again, if we ask them to write the paragraph, then it will be like an essay or something like that. They can write in points. That's all.
Yeah. Now the second question is how to set the question. I think that should be that will come in the evaluation.
Yes. And yes, I'm sorry because the evaluation it is part of my lecture. So that will be better clarified by the expert person.
Yes, ma'am. The next question is, can they use color pen or pencils to draw the mind maps?
Yes, sir. Yes, we can use color pencils. What the more attractive, you can make it as attractive as possible by using some color pens. Yes, Mule sir, yes.
Sir, please unmute Mule sir. Ma'am, while sir shoots his query, the next question is, what is the difference in between brainstorming and mind mapping?
See, brainstorming is a part of mind mapping, sir. I feel like that. Because we are making them to think. And from that brainstorming only, we are getting some points. That's all. what I feel is it is a part of brainstorming. It is, we are making, because in this mind mapping, even the creativity, the presentation, creativity, organization, everything they come up. So brainstorming, we are making them to think. It is a part of mind map. I feel like that. Yes, Mule sir.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, sir.
As far as drawing and using color pencils and pens is concerned, if we allow them, this will be creating you can say a compulsion on many of the other students to use color pencils. So what is being decided is the use of pen and pencil is only allowed.
Okay, okay. So because when I saw in mind map, I have seen that colorful. So I should be with the colors and all. Okay.
If this mind map has to be used personally for some other thing, we
Yes,
can
yes.
use maximum colors.
Okay, very good, sir. Thank
As
you.
far as exam, we can just prohibit.
Yes, yes. Okay, sir. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, sir.
It's again about framing questions. How do we frame question? And I think this is all about
Again, the part of evaluation, sir.
evaluation. Yes, madam. Is there any importance of using clouds or diagrams, or maybe cloud diagrams?
Cloud diagrams. Sorry, sir. I don't have any idea. If anyway, Mule sir is there, he has a richer experience in mind mapping. He could give the answer, sir.
I don't find, madam, any questions again. Sunil sir, are there questions on Facebook?
No, sir. I think you covered almost all questions.
Exactly. Even one of the teacher, who is a great critic and a senior moderator in a Mumbai board, she has written it like this. This is 100-time excellent session it was.
Right. Thank you, sir.
So I request. Okay, is there any? Okay, so I request Sapna madam to continue with the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sachin sir. On behalf of Team Ellie, I, Mrs. Sapna Kolpe, take this privilege to propose vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our expert speaker of today's webinar, Mrs. Manjula Bhid madam. Thank you very much, ma'am, for such an interactive and informative session. Your today's session on mind mapping is really noteworthy. The way you explain in a very simple and motivational, it's really amazing. As you explain the difference between tree diagram and mind mapping is really very nice. I must definitely take a moment and appreciate and thank you, ma'am, for embracing us with this remarkable interactive session. A special thanks to the organizing committee for their unconditional support and coordination. A special thank you to our expert speakers for gracing this webinar with their virtual presence. We have with us Ishita Sen Gupta ma'am, Dr. Shubhra Roy ma'am, Avinash Rade sir, Dr. Gajanan Malokar sir, Praveen Mule sir, Anil Bagde sir, Raseshwari Chonkar ma'am, Dr. Lakhbir Kaur Verma ma'am, Dr. Suhasini Jadhav ma'am, Jayashree Jangle ma'am, Dr. Deepak Damodare sir, and Prachi Sathe madam. She was on FB.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
I thank all the teachers, educators, and students for their active participation and their time on Zoom, Facebook, and even at YouTube. I also thank to those who have contributed directly and indirectly to this webinar. Thank you once again. Over to you, President Shri Sunil Patil, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you, madam.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Prachasate madam, for attending this session. Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah.
giving me this chance. Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. It was really very effective and well presented session.
Thank you,
Now,
sir.
now let me announce tomorrow's webinar. It will be engaged by the creative and the celebrated speaker, Srimati Raseshwari Chonkar ma'am. And ma'am will take us into the world of poetry. She will be dealing with the poem, Small Towns and Rivers. So once again from Team Ellie, goodbye. See you tomorrow at the same time, same venue, same platform. Thanks a lot. Take care. Stay safe. Stay home.